How's it going? This is a response to the Joe Somebody video about open carrying a firearm in Walmart. Um, I am a security guard and I'm on duty. And as a security guard, I have to carry a weapon. Um, this is my gun right here. It's a Walther P99. It's currently not loaded. These are the bullets right here. I never take my gun out and play with it loaded because that's just fucking stupid. Um, Now, before I became a security guard, and even when I was an unarmed security officer, before they sent me to school to carry, I didn't own a gun. Because, like you, I didn't think it was a necessary expense, because they are really expensive. I'm by no means a gun enthusiast. I love my gun. My Walther P99, it's amazing. It's fun to play with. It's fun to shoot. Haven't had to shoot any bad guys, thank God. Don't want to shoot any bad guys. I will. Don't want to. But what I want to talk a little bit about is open carry and my opinions on that. Now, I did not own a gun before I had to have one for my job. Now I do. And in the state of Ohio, where I live, you're allowed to, you're qualified to apply for a CCW concealed carry permit if you're an armed security guard. Being an armed security guard does not automatically allow you to do that. You still have to apply for the separate license, but you're qualified because the training I have to do is more than the training that's required to get a concealed weapon permit. So when they sent me to school, I went ahead and did that, got my concealed weapon permit, and even then I still didn't carry it everywhere I go, or everywhere I went. I'd carry it sometimes. Now, though, after the shooting in Colorado, I really try to carry it everywhere just because you never know. You never know where you can be safe. Now, in the state of Ohio, you're allowed to open carry. You don't even have to get a license to do that. As long as you're over the age of 21, you own the gun, it's registered to you in your name, it's your property, you're allowed to carry it open. In Ohio, if you have the legal ability, well, anywhere you live, if you have the legal ability to carry concealed, me personally, I would recommend you carry concealed, because I think these guys that open carry, you know, cowboy style, looking like Wyatt Earp, they just want to, they just want the attention. They're just looking for the attention, and that's all it is. Like you pointed out, you know, if you're carrying in a bank, which by the way is illegal, at least in the state of Ohio, if an establishment has a sign that says no firearms, you're not allowed to wear a firearm unless you're in uniform, law enforcement. I'm counted in that if I'm in uniform. They don't make me take off my gun if I have to stop at Walmart, you know, for diapers for my baby, in uniform. But out of uniform, if an establishment has a sign that says no firearms, it is illegal no matter what license you have to carry in there if you're not a uniformed official. Or an ununiformed police officer, you know, detective or whatever. But that's beside the point. I think these guys that open carry are doing it for attention. And like you said, if you're in a bank with a gun on your hip like Wyatt Earp and somebody comes to rob the bank, you're the first person they're going to shoot. And that's just true. You are the first person. And that's another big reason why I like to carry concealed. I don't want a bad guy to know I'm carrying a gun. I don't want that to be prepared, to be prepared for that. If you're going to try and mug me, if you're going to try and mug me, you're in for a real surprise, because I most likely will be carrying, and I will shoot you. If I have to. I'm not just going to automatically kill anybody. But, if you, and that's another thing, the criminals, if you're carrying concealed, if everybody carries concealed, and this is why I'm a big proponent of the concealed carry, is because the criminals now have to think twice. You know, because they don't know that you're armed. They don't know that I'm armed. They don't know that anybody's armed. So if they're going to mug anybody, they have, you know, they're going to think twice. They're going to try and pick people that they think are least likely to be carrying. Now, another reason why I prefer to carry concealed is for the peace of mind of others, for the respect and peace of mind of other people. Even though it's my right, I understand that some people may feel comfortable around a firearm. There's no reason for anybody to feel uncomfortable around a firearm that's, you know, that's being carried by a responsible person. But you don't know me from Adam. You don't know that I'm a responsible person. So I cover it up for your peace of mind. Because there's just, why make people feel uncomfortable? It's not necessary. You know, if there's a reason why you can't go get a concealed permit, maybe you shouldn't be carrying open at all. But in the state of Ohio, the Attorney General has said that open carry is allowed. It's not allowed for law enforcement to use that specifically to say you're disturbing the peace simply because you're carrying open, or inciting a riot or a panic just because you're carrying open. That is your legal right in the state of Ohio, and that's fine, you know, because it's your right. The Attorney General, the law says you're allowed. But my thing to you is you're also allowed to carry concealed. Why not do it? Why not, I mean, one, why not look after your own self-interest, being your own safety, because they don't know you're carrying, so they won't shoot you first. And you can surprise them. Two, you know, the well-being of other people, in that you're not causing them to feel insecure or uncomfortable for no reason at all. You know, to open carriers, just be considerate of others. Now, if you're in your state, if there is no concealed carry allowance, if you're not allowed to carry a concealed weapon at all, by all means, carry it open. That's the state's fault, because they're not allowing you to cover it up. California, I'm looking at you. California also requires that if you are carrying open, it has to be unloaded. I don't know who is silly enough to carry an unloaded weapon. You can have rounds on your person, but not rounds in the gun, which is ridiculous, because if I'm gonna hurt somebody, I'll just take the round out of my, you know, out of my magazine holder and put it in the gun and then hurt somebody. So I think California's laws are really, really stupid. But I think any law that doesn't allow, or any state that doesn't allow you to carry concealed but allows you to carry open, or doesn't allow you to carry at all for that matter, is stupid, because all you're doing is telling to the criminal element, either one, nobody's carrying, Washington, D.C., I'm looking at you, or two, if they're carrying, they have to show it, so I know I'm not going to rob this person. I'll just pick the person that's not wearing a gun out in the open and rob them. So I don't know, but those are my thoughts. I completely agree with almost everything you said. In fact, I can't think of one thing that I outright disagreed with. So I agree with everything you said. I just wanted to make that point that not all people that carry a firearm, and you didn't say this at all, but not all people that carry firearms are crazy like that guy. By the way, I do not sleep with my gun under my pillow. I sleep with my gun up on a shelf in a safe, and it is loaded, so if you want to break into my house, that's great. I can get to my gun real fast and real easy, but my children can't get to my gun at all. So, alright, peace.